The Coaches Show is brought to you by Highway 55, Burgers, Shakes, and Fries, Nunboys.com, and GPS Photography and Video, GPSPhotoandVideo.com. Welcome to the Coaches Show. I'm Glenn Young alongside head basketball coach Quame Patterson. It's a special Coaches Show as we continue coverage of signing day. And what can I say, Coach? I mean, we're going to get to that in a minute. But let me talk about our sponsors. Coach's Show is brought to you by Highway 55, Burgers, Shakes, and Fries, Nunboys.com, marketing, advertising, t-shirts, GPS Photography and Video, 1080p HD, GPS Photography and Video, GPSPhotoandVideo.com. Where do we begin? Because we started the new start in the conference, the second iteration.
Right.
You beat Richmond Friday night. You beat them twice. This is the team that took you into double overtime. Things are looking great.
They lead the nation in scoring.
And we're in the driver's seat.
Right.
Then last night, we take on a Lumberton team, which we had beat.
Pretty handily.
Pretty handily, yes. Is it a thing where the Richmond game was so emotional, going up there to Richmond, beating them on their home court, and then coming back, that the team just played down to Lumberton?
It's a little bit of everything. That's a factor. Mm-hmm. Also, while handling them so well the first time, looking past them to Scotland, who we lost to, that could play a factor.
Coming up this Friday night.
Right, and also, Lumberton's very good. Now that they had a bad first round, but they also beat Pinecrest right before then. They beat us, and they have everyone back from last year, so they really have been underachieving actually to this point.
So basically, when they started the second iteration in the conference, they just put the game face on and played better, much like Hope has. But now it's like, man, we took that step back.
Right.
Who were your top performers? Take me from Richmond to now.
Richmond.
Where we are.
Silas Love, I think, had about 33 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then last night, Wesley and Silas had a bunch.
Wesley Baldwin, Silas Love. I call him Silas Show Me Love. So when he dunks it, he showed us love. When he misses, yeah. But how are you kids doing?
They're okay. They're kids, and once they feel like it's all over, that can hurt them. But just keep reminding them, it's never over.
No.
If we do our job and just win 3 games in a row, we have a chance to be co-champs. That's with Pinecrest and Scotland not losing anything besides us, which I think they might fall in Lumberton. And I think they might fall
playing that well.
Yeah, fall to Richmond. Richmond's only lost to us twice, and Pinecrest in overtime.
Wow.
And everybody else.
So everybody's looking at Scotland. Everybody's looking at Pinecrest. Who leads the conference?
Currently, Pinecrest and Scotland are tied for first, and we are tied for 4th with Richmond. Well, actually, we're in third by ourselves since we beat Richmond twice.
Top 3 will go to the playoffs.
Correct.
Foul shooting.
The foul shooting has been on point last 2 games.
Last 2 games. I mean.
No, we only shot 10. We were 9 for 10.
So they didn't have the old hack strategy.
Right.
Probably because we have been shooting so well.
Right. We just missed a lot of bunnies and too many turnovers at the end, down the stretch.
Important that we played them up at Lumberton. It's hard. It's never over till it's over.
Never.
And we got 10 days left in the season, finishing up February 12th. We got to get them. You got Scotland, Pinecrest, Purnell Sweat. So we'll play. Scotland will come in here Friday night. And then
Tuesday night, last home game.
And that's against Purnell Sweat?
Yes, and then we go Friday at
Pinecrest. It's tough.
But, once again, Scotland also has to play a Lumberton team who's hot. They have to play us. They also have to play Richmond, who they lost to pretty bad.
And
their last 3 games are pretty tough.
It's the SEC.
Right.
No matter the sport, it's the SEC. And it is what it is, man. It doesn't get any better than that. Shifting gears, talking about signing day. Now, typically this is football and your winter sports or your fall sports.
Correct.
Signing day, 3 February. When is it for basketball?
Basketball, it varies. Usually around mid-April, and then there's like that's like the early signing day. Then the late regular signing day is like 1st of May.
Okay.
Around there.
What candidates do we have?
Wesley Baldwin.
Okay.
He's getting a bunch of looks. Deshaun George as well.
Okay.
Out of our seniors. The rest of them could play, but they're very well, they're academic kids who are very solid.
And you got five seniors. What schools were looking at them?
School in Virginia and a couple schools in North Carolina.
They're drugglers. They probably rather play closer to home.
Actually, no. They say they want to get away.
Really? They know kids always say they want to get away. Then they get there and get the boo-hoo and get the blues, and then we find something totally different. Coach, we're going to take a break. We come back. We're going to finish up with the Ask the Coach segment, talk a little bit more about Scotland as they come in here Friday night.
Okay.